it's me, Renee. I'm back, and today I'm keeping up with the with this series of series where I talk about series that I'm reading. Today it's a series that I'm not caught up on, or in other words, series that have lots of books out, but I have not read all the books that are out in the world there. And here I'm not counting books where it's a duology or it's trilogy, and the last book in the trilogy is out, or the last book in duology is out, but I haven't read it. That goes into like the video I'm playing in the future, where it's like one book and I'm finished the series. So yeah, you might be curious to see how many book series I'm working my way through, and yeah, there are quite a lot. And also, I'm not quite sure this is all of them, but at least this is, I would say, like 90 of them. Like, there's pretty much always some books I remember, like, oh, that book. And I remember that book after I published videos, so of course. But yeah, these are a big bunch of them anyway. So first we have the Steampunk Chronicles. So this is a quartet. It has 4 books. I've read the first 2. I own the third one, and I don't own the fourth one, but the third and fourth one are both out in the world. So yeah, definitely want to check out that. Kind of might do like a reread of the first 2 books before then, but yeah. Then we have Rebel Mechanics, another YA steampunk. Yes, there was a time like 5-8 years ago when there like came out a lot of YA steampunk books, and I was so here for it. I still am. I mean, if they still exist, still publishers stuff like that, I'm just so here for it. This is the first in a trilogy, or according to Storygraph, it was 4 books, but it kind of looks like the fourth was kind of like someone who posted it, like just kind of messed around. Give me a moment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's just 2 more books in the series. I think it's the trilogy. So yeah, definitely want to check out those other 2 books. And then we have the whole or most of Becky Chambers series, which is called, well, it's called something. But yeah, the first book is called The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. And there's 5 books, I believe, out in the series, though it's a companion series, so it's not a series. I mean, when you talk about series you're completing or like working on, how do you count companion series? Because they're part of the same universe, but I mean, they're in the word companion, and you don't have to read them all. I'm counting companion series, so if anyone's mad, you can be mad. And also, most companion series has like a similar set of characters, so in that way, it's a series more than companion standalone stories. Yeah, companion series. They're so in between things, really. Yeah. And then we have, don't know what happened there. The rest of the trilogy in the Accidental Medium. This is a British kind of a light-hearted, funny medium, so like paranormal humor story, I would say. I believe it's a trilogy, or might be more. I think it's a trilogy. I believe there's at least 2 more books out. And I feel like sometimes you can say like, oh, it's a trilogy, and then like 2 days after, like, no, there's coming a 4th book. So I feel like a lot of book series suddenly get a new edition. But as of right now, I believe this is a trilogy, and I believe all 3 books are out. At least 1 more book is out, and I believe this one came out like a few years ago. So I believe, yeah, this one came out in 2022. So yeah, all books could be out. I'm not quite sure. I believe I've seen 2 more covers. But you can see covers without them being out. Yeah, moving on. Hey, in case you haven't been there a lot of time before, I ramble a lot. And then we have the Runaway Royals, this being the first in that, because it's a spin-off of the other series by her. And this is the second one. And yeah, and the third one is coming, I believe, this fall. Might be wrong. I believe it's coming this fall. So yeah, I suppose, I mean, in that way. Okay, then this is the wrong video. Okay, forget about this book. It was not supposed to be in this video. Just me being silly. Ba-da-ba-da. And then we have the Queen's Council. It's like it's a series with like lots of different authors writing the same series. Again, it's a companion series, but I'm gonna count companion series because like it has like the same through line and it has like some characters that are in every book, so I'm gonna count it. And yeah, in this, I'm not sure how many there are gonna be, but I do know that there's at least one that's out that I have not read. It came out last fall, and there's one coming out this year about Sleeping Beauty, which I haven't read because it's not out yet. So yeah, there's at least two more. And then I feel like we could probably do like all, because the thing is that this is, as you see, Disney imprint. So Disney's hired authors to write YA books based on their movies, and they have so many movies. So I suppose in theory you could do this for like all the movies, or like a lot of them at least. So I feel like this could be a long series. Well, right now I don't know how long it's gonna be. Then we have the last adventure of Constance Verity, or the Constance Verity trilogy. It's a trilogy. All three books are out. I have just read the first one. And yeah, I didn't love this first book, but I did enjoy it enough, so I'm thinking I'm gonna get the other two from the library and read them that way. So yeah, and I know that they already are out in the world. So yeah, this one definitely works for this video. And then we have Paybacks of Witch, or the this series of um, it's a paranormal romance series, Witches of Eastern Cove, something like that. And yeah, I have the second book. Don't have the third one, but yeah. And I believe there's a fourth book coming. Have come, have arrived. Yeah, anyway, there's at least two more. So, yep. And yeah, there's two more like out in the world, not just planned, but out in the world. Then we have another trilogy. This is the Pledge trilogy. I read the first one ages ago, but I still kind of. I mean, sometimes you read the first book ages ago and then you kind of decide not to finish the series. But sometimes, at least with me, even though I read the first book many years ago, I still kind of want to finish the series. And I do want to read that here because this has such a cool idea. Well, I mean, again, I read ages ago. The Leaves is sort of like magical people who could like know lots of different languages just by like looking at pictures or something. Like it's kind of like a language magic thingy. And yeah, that just interests me so much. And I remember reading the first book, loving it very much. This is second book. I don't believe I have the third book, but yep. Then we have The Keeper of Lost Cities, which this is the second one. And right now there's 9 books out. And I believe there's only 10 books in general. Or we're just waiting for a 10th book. We don't know if that's. I feel like the 10th book is the last one. Anyway, there lots of these books are out in the world. I just have not read all of them. I just own 2 of them. So yeah. And then we have the Charlie and Nanda series. I have the first 3 books. I read the first 2 books. I plan to read the third book soon. And just last week, the 4th book came out. I'm not sure if the 4th is the 4th and final, or if there's coming more after that. I feel like you could write a lot of books in this world because the world is so big. But yeah, right now I don't really know. But as I said, I have not read the 3rd book, which I own, but have not read. So yeah, definitely fits for this video. And then we have the Skulldugger Pleasant series. So this right now has actually like 3 series in the same universe, and a lot like most of these series have the same characters, but some of them have like some new characters, and not all of them have like just a few. Like the first series had like 2 main characters, and then the second one added another third one, and then I believe probably the third one's probably also gonna add another one. I'm not sure though. And yeah, that's I mean, it's just came out like this year. First or second spin-off series. I have not finished the second spin-off series, but I do plan to do that because yeah, I very much enjoy the series. I mean, are they creepy and scary at times? Yes, but do I have the privilege of just skipping those scenes? Yes, I do. I mean, it's my reading life. I do what I want when I read. So yeah. And then we have a series of unladylike um, activity. The Ministry of Unladylike Activity. The second book is out, and the third book is coming out in the fall. But yeah, the second one is out, so I want to get to that and yeah, check on that one out. So definitely going to do that. Then we have the Maggie Hope series. This I have. I feel like I have like most of the books in the series. I don't think I have the book 4. I feel like I have book 6 to like. I believe I have like. I don't have book 4, but I believe I have like 1, 2, 3. I've read 1, 2, 3. I don't have not read 6, 7, 8, or 9, but like I own most of them. And yeah, this is something as special as a spy series set during the Second World War. And yeah, I love spies, and this is just a yeah very cool, good series. And yeah, I do definitely find that fourth book that I'm missing, and then sorry, and then binge the rest of the books really. Then we have The Silvered Serpents, which is the second book in this trilogy. I've read the Gilded Wolves many years ago, wanted to reread and then read this one, and the third one being the Bronze Beasts. And yeah, they're both out in the world, so yeah. And then we have the Veronica Speedwell series. I have, I am working on this third book. And yeah, this series has, I believe, 7 books out. I think it's 7 books out in the world. I don't own the other ones, but yeah, they are out in the world, so I can get ahead of them and binge them when I want to. But yeah, I should finish this third one first. But yeah, loving this series, so yeah, definitely continuing with that one. Then we have some comics. We have The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. I believe right now there's 14 in this run because like when comic books you can talk about runs. I believe there's 14 as of right now. I have read the first. I've read actually actually read book 1 to 7, and I've read 9 and 10, but I've not read 8. So yep, yeah, I want to do that. Then we have Moonstruck. I've read the first 3, and the fourth book is out. Maybe it's coming out. But yeah, it's ongoing. Is it finishing? No, I feel like it's ongoing. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's a fourth one coming out soon, I believe. So yeah. And then we have She-Hulk, which I love very much. I read another She-Hulk run, and then I found this that's kind of a newer run, written by Rainbow Rowell. And yeah, definitely here for that. Then we have some books that I have read that I don't own but I still like sometimes I borrow books from the library. I read them, but I don't buy all the books that I've read. So yeah, and then some books I listen to in audio. So yeah, but yeah. Then we have the Magic Treehouse books by Mary Osborne. This is a middle grade time travel story, and yeah, I've very much enjoyed this series. I've read the first four, yeah, and I believe there are 20 of them. I think it's around that actually, yeah. I've been reading them as like they come out now in like a comic form because they came out in the 90s when just like book form, words form. What's it, what's the other name? Like if you're not going to talk about comic book, is it just a book? I feel like you need a word for that. Anyway. Then we have the Sinclair Mysteries by Catherine Woodfine. This is a middle grade mystery, historical mystery. The first one, well, the first is a trilogy, and then there's a spin-off trilogy. I've listened to the first one on audio. I have not listened to, well, have not done the other two, which definitely want to check out those. Then we have Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, which is Brandon Sanderson's middle grade series. I've listened to the second one on audio, and the first one I got from library. And there are 4 books in the series. No, 4, 5, 4 or 5. But they are all out, they're all out in the world, and yeah, slowly working my way for that series. Then we have The Bromance Book Club by Lisa K. Adams. I used to own these books, and then I gave them away because, yeah, I enjoy them, but I didn't like love them. But I still want to continue this series. There's 2 books in the series I have not read, so yeah. Then we have A Kind of Spark by, I'm blanking out, but yeah, it's a middle grade series about a autistic main character who lives in Scotland and her everyday life and whatnot. First it was a standalone, but then it got a prequel, and now I believe also has a sequel. So yeah, it's like pre and sequel around that there. So yeah, it also has a TV series now, so I definitely want to check out that. Yep, and then we have also My Lady Mary, which is the spin-off of My Lady Jane. So that's the trilogy of books by Brody Ashton Jane. What are people? Cynthia Hand, and Jade. Yeah. Anyway, there's a trilogy of authors who write this trilogy of series where they take either characters or real life persons and give them a happy ending. And I quite like the first series, so yeah, I want to pick up this second one, which is all about Mary people. So Mary Wollstonecraft, Mary Shelley, yeah, Mary Queen of Scots. So yeah. And then we have sorry, Love List and Fancy Ships, which is a trilogy. The second book is out. The third book is coming out this year, but I have not read the second book, so yeah, want to pick up that one and also the third one. Curious about both of those. And then we have The Loose Ends by, now I'm blanking out, by Rebecca Witherspoon. I listened to the first one too on audio, which is Rafe, a male nanny, and Sini. I don't think that has subtitle. Maybe there's, but yeah. But the second one is all about marriage of convenience, and I enjoy both those very much. And yeah, it just came out the third one being called Megan. And I believe Rebecca Witherspoon said she's coming up with like more in that series. So yeah, curious for that. Then yeah, talk about that. Yeah, and then last but not least, we have A is for Ally, or that series by Sue Crafton. Yeah, anyway, that's a like long crime series. I've read one of those books some years ago, but I do want to continue them because I thought they were entertaining. So I believe there's like probably 20 of them, because I believe she kind of tried to write one for one every letter of the alphabet, and then she died, I believe, before she came to Z. Or what's the last in English alphabet? Yeah, Z. I believe she died before she came to that, but yeah, I'm not sure if anyone else wrote for her the last book. But anyway, there's lots of books there I have not read, so yeah. And yeah, if I'm not quite mistaken, that's are at least most of the series that I'm continuing and catching up on. And yeah, if you have read any of these and want to talk about those to me, please do that. If you have a fun series you just want to mention, you can do that. Or if you just want to comment something, you can always post a book emoji. And I'll see you soon. Bye.